Right, ebusia Forson TV ne yema obibia akwaba na ebusia ebohwie kopie mu ewo Ghana emrahye bedwafie enra omo eko asetena na ebusia ensamawodo omo ebro so de na enye esenketo na ho ana eye education minister yewura Haruna Idrisu ede ensamawodo pina ede etudwa wo kasa ede fa amanfo anase NPP for omo criticize His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na ebusia ne nsama wode etudwa ni nyina ene say yenhwe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene NDC aban sabe wo mo eba ye modemba wo etumi abebo e wo man Ghana me yenhwe inflation the His Excellency the former president Addo Kufuor ene ne NPP amanyoko no ebe ye wo man Ghana NDC for eba ye a say within a short time wo metumi ahyehye o man Ghana ama sese ne yenhwe de ekoso a lawyer fair krampo no wo matete to so a enema bi kra no ekoyie edema wo man Ghana in fact Haruna Idrisu echiemu a amanfo mo criticize His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na de ya na ono de onte omasiesan se modembo papa ana wajene ho eba enye esenkito in fact the some do pina na de two da enye esenkito video no na da screen so embra na mrahye bedefia setena ekoso a na ode some do pina ede to gere busia me se wada gede wo de yenko na yenko tie yewura Haruna Idrisu ne some do wode to gere.
Reminded by my grandmother's proverb to my friends opposite the aisle that when you are pounding fufu for a blind person, the best way to assure the blind person you are not eating the fufu is to be whistling. I'm sure they want us to whistle. What it is the achievement of President John Dramani Mahama. Mr. Speaker, 2025 was a correctional year for President Mahama and the Honorable Addo Forson. Correctional because, Mr. Speaker, Nana Addo and the MPP heavily damaged the Ghanaian economy, put Ghanaian businesses into distress. Unemployment was high, inflation 54 to 23%, public debt rose up to 726 billion, which was about 61% of GDP, now down to 630 billion. So, Mr. Speaker, President Mahama and Dr. Addo Forson have demonstrated that we are better managers of the economy. The amount of money that this side spent on servicing debt is less today, and that assures the Gen Zs or young people of a future that they will not be overtaxed tomorrow in order to pay for some outstanding debt of an elephant appetite borrowing government which went on a borrowing spree. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Addo Forson has also demonstrated Ghana has borrowed less in 2025 than any other period in the last 10 years. It means that we are making our debt sustainable. And Mr. Speaker, as he rightly announced, Ghana will exit the IMF in June. They were those who said they didn't even believe in the IMF, yet they ended up with a calabash in the IMF, begging for them to come and discipline them in the management of the economy. But Mr. Speaker, in contributing to this budget, I'd like to speak to just 4 themes. One on my sector, education. Mr. Speaker, sufficient allocation have been made to the Ministry of Education to deal with education infrastructure expansion. Paragraph 462, Mr. Speaker, an amount of 33.3 billion allocated to the Ministry of Education for 2026. 4.2 billion of it, Mr. Speaker, is to implement the free senior high school introduced by the previous government and to expand it. Mr. Speaker, what they failed to do between 2018 and 2024 was expanding infrastructure to accommodate the increases in numbers in those free senior high schools. That President Mahama will fix, and he will fix it with the conversion of at least 30 category C schools to B and 10 category B schools to A, and expand the infrastructure in a number of category A schools across the country. We will be guided by equity in the determination of those initiatives. Mr. Speaker, this year 537 million have been allocated for no fee stress policy. Mr. Speaker, the most impactful initiative of President Mahama reaching out to young people who otherwise could have not had the opportunity to taste higher education because of poverty or the inability of their parents to do so. And Mr. Speaker, even members of parliament must be those who first should commend the president, because this 537 million would have come back to members of parliament paying those fees on behalf of those first year students who are unable to do it. President Mahama is absorbing it with 537 million. Significant number of tertiary students benefited from it, including persons with disability, who for the first time have been given 25 million for free tertiary education. Mr. Speaker, a while ago, a colleague of mine debated on sanitary pads, but what he failed to appreciate is that there is evidence even from the World Bank, increased absenteeism of girls without access to sanitary pads are more likely to miss school, leading to learning gaps and reduced classroom participation. You can refer to SOMA 2015. Lower academic performance of those girls, World Bank 2021, and then reduced confidence. Mr. Speaker, on this floor, I heard many of them argue that why is the president allocating 290 million for sanitary pads and 100 million for jobs? If those young girls don't get educated, they would not even be qualified for those jobs we are talking about. So, Mr. Speaker, this intervention is to assure them of consistency, to remain in the classroom. A while ago, Mr. Speaker, a colleague of mine arguing on sanitary pads chose to do chop bar arithmetics. He just took the number of 6.6 million first batch of sanitary pads supplied and came to the conclusion that government was procuring sanitary pads as 45 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, that is palpable falsehood. The total number of sanitary pads being procured by government is 12,208 at 292 million. Not for him to just take 6.6 million and divide it by 292 million and come to the conclusion that one of it is costing 45.
We made a promise to appoint not more than 60 ministers, and some people said, how are you going to work with only 60 ministers? As I speak today, we're working with 58 ministers because, unfortunately, they say Allah gives and Allah takes. He took 2 of our comrades, and we haven't filled those positions yet. I can see people speculating he's going to appoint a new defense minister, a new environment minister. We're not in a hurry. I'll do those appointments next year after the holiday, the Christmas and the New Year. We'll fill those positions. And so those speculating about somebody going to be appointed tomorrow and all that, I mean, just take your time. Go and enjoy Christmas, and then after Christmas, we will take a decision on those ones. But I wish to appreciate the work the Ghana Muslim Mission is doing, especially in the education space. It's not the first time that I have been with them. I've been with them several times. They've invited me and I've responded. And even they've invited me not only when I was president or in office, even when I was in opposition, they invited me.